Hey guys, Amber here. Okay, so I know I haven't put a video out in about a week, and I apologize for that. And I'm going to explain why I haven't done anything at all. Like, other than going to church, I haven't even left my house. Um, so, today is Monday. Last Wednesday, I woke up, and I've mentioned this before in previous videos, I think, that I suffer from depression, and I can go weeks without having any episode or anything, but when it hits hard. And so on Wednesday, I woke up, and as soon as I opened my eyes, I had this overwhelming feeling that today, that it was just going to be a crap, awful, horrible day. And, it took half an hour for me to be able to get out of my bed. And then, I got nothing accomplished. Like, I was on the computer all day long. I got nothing done. I found some pictures that I can do for like my thumbnails. I got nothing done. And the entire day on Wednesday, I was to the point of tears. I felt like at any given moment, I was just going to have an emotional breakdown. And I couldn't listen to any music because it made me want to cry. Couldn't watch movies because it made me want to cry. And so I looked up some Bible verses to try to make me feel better. And I found a few, but the one that I really like, and I don't know it, I haven't learned it yet, so I still have my little piece of paper. It is 1 Peter chapter 4 verses 12 and 13. And it says, "Beloved, do not be surprised at the fiery trial when it comes upon you, as though something strange were happening to you. But rejoice as you share Christ's suffering, that you may also rejoice and be glad when his glory is revealed." And when I read that, I had like this, I don't know, like thought process in my head, if you will, that, maybe what I'm going through is not for punishment. What I'm going through is maybe something that I have to go through to be able to realize what God has planned for me in the near future. And it really started to make sense later on in the day. I had almost given up on this YouTube channel because, I've got no views on any of my stuff, and, the entire day was a fight of, why am I doing this? What's the point? Nobody watches it. I can't reach people if people don't watch it. What's the point in me doing it? I spend so much time, and just trying to find stuff. Like, there's tons of stuff to talk about, but I don't have any sort of like a Bible verse or any sort of anything to go with it. Granted, most of the stuff that I do, I just talk. But for me, it's so hard just to hit the button and start talking. So I feel like a complete idiot. I'm standing, in my house all by myself, talking to my computer, just talking to a camera, and the entire day that day was seriously just a fight of if I even wanted to keep doing this or not. But something told me I felt like I just needed to keep doing this. And I hadn't been able to record videos or anything until today. It's like 5 days later, because I just haven't. I've been slowly trying to get out of this slump that I'm in, and Wednesday night I went to church. It was great just to be with people. It was very helpful. And Sunday, yesterday, and yesterday, at church we have a moment where you can go down and you can pray with the pastors, and something told me I needed to go down there. So I went down there, and I went and I said that, this is what I've been dealing with, this is what I've been, having problems with. And almost immediately I felt so much better just being able to tell somebody else, this is what I'm going through, this is what's happening to me. and then having somebody else know and having somebody pray with me, it automatically just feels like a weight has been lifted. And so I've really been fighting, trying to get out of my slump, and this is the first video I've done, and it's 5:30 right now. So I spent the entire day looking at verses and trying to find some encouraging stuff to push me to do these videos. And the other two verses were Psalm 34, verse 17 through 18, Jeremiah 29:11, and Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6. I'm not going to read those. I'll put them in the description if you want to read them. But the 1 Peter really, it made sense to me, and I hope it makes sense to somebody else, that, you know, what you're going through is not, you know, it's not just to put you in pain. It's not just to, you know, make you suffer for a few days. It's almost, to me, kind of like a wake-up call, you know. This happened, and what I got out of it, I got love, and I got understanding, and I got so much enlightenment, and I learned so much just in these last 5 days about, just all sorts of different stuff, you know, overcoming some of the stuff. And when it says in 1 Peter chapter 4, when it says that you suffer in Christ's suffering, I don't really know how to explain it, but, you know, just, I guess just to know that made me, I don't want to say it made me feel safe, but it made me feel safe. I really understood, and, you know, it really made me think about, you know, what he went through suffering for me was, you know, my suffering will never compare to what he suffered just for me. So knowing that once this fiery trial is over, I can rejoice and know, you know, why I went through it to begin with. And that makes me feel so much better, because it makes me realize that I have purpose. You know, there's a reason I'm here. There's a reason that whenever I don't record videos, or whenever I don't try to better my YouTube channel, I feel like garbage, and I feel guilty that I'm not doing it. And I think it's because, you know, I think God put me here for a reason, and maybe my going through my, well, what's the point kind of phase makes me realize how much this might affect somebody else, or how much just recording these videos and putting them out there is therapy for me. Just because if I'm not able to get, you know, to talk to somebody about it right then, I can record a video, stick it out there, and know that somebody will see it, and that, you know, maybe somebody else can help me if I can't help them. So, gonna end it here. So just just remember that, you know, anything you might be going through, whether it be you know, the loss of a job, or depression, or just anything, you know, remember that there's a reason why you're going through it, and God has a plan for you. You might not see it now, but He's got one for you, and you know, you just have to get through your little fiery trial so you can see and rejoice in what He is going to do for your life. So I'll put the Bible verses in the description below if you want to go and read them for yourselves. So, as always, remember to smile and be happy, because you deserve to. Do not let the devil steal your joy. That's what Elizabeth always tells me. She always tells me to not let the devil steal my joy. So smile and be happy, because you deserve to. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!